This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
What a great zechus it is to again be at the Kever of the Ben La'ashri, the Tzadik of Raanana, Rabbi Yitzchak Hakohen Hoberman, Tzadik Levracha, who was an acquaintance of my great-grandfather in Sachachav, and my grandfather was in correspondence with for many, many years. The Tzadik, Yoishev Ba'oyel Torah Kol Yamav, he sat in the tent of Torah all his days. Tzadik V'oived Hashem V'anav. Chosid V'davik B'tzadikei Deirosav. Yitzchak Raanana is always talking about different tzadikim that he learned things from, that he discussed with. Kidei Shruchai V'nafshei V'chol Evarav. Here it says that he learned Yoimam V'layla Ba'amala Shel Torah Mitoch Yisurim Baki Nifla B'machmanel. He was proficient in all the secrets of Torah. Udvarav hayush nishmam, his words were listened to, meaning his brachos were effective. Umi berchoisav Yisrael hayu misbarchim. In fact, Rabbi Aaron Leib Steinman brought in the Sefer A'alei Tamar said, he spoke about the Tzadik Raanana many times, and he said he heard from reliable sources that the Tzadik Raanana had Gilui Eliyahu. Because sometimes the Tzadik Raanana would be asked about a certain question, and he would say, well, I'm going to be a sandak by a certain bris, I'll see Eliyahu at the bris, I'll ask Eliyahu Hanavi. So they asked Rabbi Aaron Leib, why was the Tzadik Raanana zoicha to Gilui Eliyahu? He says either because of his tremendous hasmada, or because he was never nene from the Torah. He lived in dachgus, in deprivation, and he devoted every fiber of his being to become a baki in the nigla of the Torah, in the nistar of the Torah. He gives a haftacha that anyone who says over his divrei Torah in his name, the Tzadik Raanana says he will pray for them in this world and in the next world. So I want to say over something from the Tzadik Raanana in this week's parsha, Parshas Truma. On the pasuk Parak Chavav, pasuk Tezvav, ve'asisa es hakirashim. You should make the beams. Rashi's bothered. Why the beams? Just say crushim. Rashi says it's referring to specific beams that Yaakov Avinu planted arozim in Mitzrayim. And when on his deathbed, Yaakov Avinu told Klal Yisrael, he said, one day Hashem's going to redeem you, bring you to make a mishkan. You're going to need these beams. So that's why it's hakrushim, the designated, well-known beams prepared by Yaakov Avinu. He says the Tzadik of Raanana, if you take the Rashi Tevois, ve'asisa es hakarashim lemishkan. That's Rashi Tevois, oyhel. Atzei shitim oimdim, Rashi Tevois gematria tam. Oyhel tam, the tent of Yaakov Avinu, the Ishtam, who prepared the beams through the arozim that he planted in Mitzrayim. So may all of our tefillos be neskabel. Yimalei Hashem kol mashal seinu l'tova.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.